Welcome in or welcome back. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button down below to join the crew because why wouldn't you? So as you seen by the title of the thumbnail, we're doing a college advice video. A little backstory before I get started. My name is Quaysha'lae. I graduated from the University of Alabama at Birmingham. Yeah. And that's that. Yes, all 4 years. Yes. Okay. So before I get started, a little disclaimer. This is some stuff from my experience, some stuff that's maybe not from my experience. I'm just talking about it because there's some things you need to know before you enter into college. This is real and raw. No sugarcoating over here. I give it how it is. That's that. So starting with part one, the emotional side. The first thing I have is mindset shifts. What I mean by that is you're no longer in high school. You're not a high school. You're a college student. Meaning you're writing a new chapter in your life. Like, basically you upping the score, so you got to be with that. You got to have your mindset to know that, oh, I'm upping the score, I'm adding something to my resume. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is so real. If you don't know what that is, I'm gonna insert a screenshot right here. All I have to say is you're not alone. You're really not alone. Everybody goes through it in their life. I'm sure every college student has went through it at one point. Your success story is not the next person's success story. It's yours for a reason. Comparison and social media pressure kind of goes hand in hand with imposter syndrome. Don't be on TikTok. Don't be on Instagram. Don't be talking to your friend group. You cannot compare yourself to the next person. Once again, this is your story. You have to write it. And just because they finish college in 4 years don't mean you will. A lot of things could factor into that. Certain classes, maybe you failed a class, maybe what else? I don't know. Just know you're always on a different track from the next person. Your story will never be the same. So I'm gonna be popping in and out because I got some points I want to make that I just didn't make. So my first point starting right here. All I'm really saying is do not compare your reality to someone's highlight reel. You know what I mean? Because they could be posting that, but after that post or the next morning, they could be in their bed crying. FOMO. FOMO is the fear of missing out. You're gonna miss out on a lot. You're gonna feel behind. You're gonna feel like you're not doing college right. I'm not gonna say don't feel like that because things happen and people feel however they want to feel. All feelings are valid if you ask me. Do not let it hinder you. Don't let it stop you. Once again, this is your story and you have to write it. Culture shock. If you don't know, UAB is a PWI to an extent. To an extent, it has its share of HBCU style in it. But outside of the HBCU PWI, maybe you came from the country, maybe you came from the city, maybe you're coming from whatever life you live. It's all gonna be different. It's a culture shock. You're literally away from home. You're seeing new people. You're meeting new people. You're doing different things. And everybody's not the same. Everybody don't dress the same. Everybody don't smell the same. It's all gonna be different. You just have to get used to it. You're gonna have to encounter culture shock at one point in your life. So, and that's that. Part two, the people. Ooh, my first thing is roommates. Roommates is a gamble. It is a gamble. Like, roommates are the gamble and the school is the casino. Literally. You're gonna have good roommates, you're gonna have bad ones. Yeah, you can do a roommate change, but it's a lot of work and this and that. You done moved in and you find out you don't like it's a lot. Because when I say I have had my share, I have had my share. I had some good roommates and I had some terrible ones. Like, all the way down to roommates letting other people steal my stuff, to being great, we study together, we dance together, we go to the gym together. And then I've had a dirty roommate. Never again. I've had a sick roommate who didn't say she was sick. And I ain't talking about this, I'm talking about COVID sick when COVID was new. But we ain't gonna talk about that either. Because I'm healed. I promise I'm a healed lady. Continue. We're gonna continue. We're gonna get off of that topic. Making friends. Whether you're shy or social, I'm sure you're gonna find your friends. You're gonna find your clique. You're gonna find someone that you really like and y'all gonna kick it together. All my college friends, literally most of the friends I talk to today are from college. And I don't even talk to all of them like that, but I know I can say, hey, how you doing? How's life going? This, that, and the third. Continue. Drama. It's going to happen. Especially if you're an incoming freshman, it's going to happen. Because people your age are still your age. People are very much still immature. But you'll learn. You'll learn. That's why you surround yourself with people you want to be like. One little quick quote, for real, for real. Like one little thing to say. Always remember, people who gossip with you will gossip about you. Dating and hookups. Y'all, for some reason when I was in school, there were dating apps everywhere. I'm talking about Tinder, Black People Meet. What's the Christian app? Black Christians Meet. I don't know what it's called. It was going around like crazy. You're gonna encounter them and you're gonna have a friend and be like, oh, I found this, such, that, and third. This who I met. Da, da, da. You're gonna want to do that, baby. I was not that person. That was not my cup of tea, so I never sipped it. Okay? So if you want to, baby, that's how you get in the dating pool. But yeah, we don't judge. We don't judge over. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Just be cautious. You never know what the next person has going on, so be cautious like you have to do in person, period. Last point in this part, friendships won't always last, and that is okay. You're gonna meet somebody. You might meet somebody your freshman year, and y'all might fall out at the end of freshman year. That's that. Everybody grows. People change. People are different. Don't expect to have that lifetime friend unless you just have that lifetime friend. I have friends who I have fallen out with years later. I have friends who are still my friends to this day, and I will call and check on them, call and check up on them at any time. So don't expect it to last. It's just like any other friendship. If it's gonna last, it's gonna last, and it lasts. If it's not, it's not. And some people just grow apart. That's how life goes. Part 3. The freedom. First point is, no one is telling you when to go to bed or when to go to class. This is not high school. You don't have that teacher or that principal or your parent in the next room telling you, oh, make sure you go to class today. Such and such wasn't in class today. This, that, and the third. This is not that. You made your schedule, you need to show up to class. I'm going to keep going to my next point. Skipping class will. It will catch up with you. Do not keep skipping all of your classes. It's a joke, but college is not like high school. Your freshman year matters. When you graduate, you need that freshman year. Those basics, you need those. Don't be skipping that class. Everybody knows things happen. But don't just be skipping classes, baby, because let me tell you, it's going to catch up to you. While we're here, another point to the point, whatever you want to say. Y'all need to be limiting 3 to 4 absences, because them professors, baby, when they get to seeing you missing class, this, that, and the third and the fourth, they will drop you. They will mark you as a fail. They will withdraw you from the class. You'll be like, wait, what happened? Why? Yeah, because you weren't showing up to class. Y'all need to be showing up to class anyway, because y'all paid pretty pennies for this, baby. We need to get every pretty penny worth. I'm going to keep going. Laundry, eating, budgeting. All of that is on you now. You got to do your own laundry. You got to make sure you eat. And you have to budget your money, because, baby, when it comes down to it, I don't know, some people may have like that ground. They might send you some money, 1, 2, 3. But you still got to budget your money, because you don't want to be asking them for money every week. Especially when you're adding a new level to your life. But let's get into laundry. All I can say is set an alarm for your laundry. Because when I was in school, people would take your stuff out the washers and sit it on the next washer. They'll take your stuff out the dryer and sit it on a dirty table. They don't care unless it was their stuff. So set an alarm. No matter what I did, set an alarm. Also with laundry, find you a time to do laundry. Keep it the same every day. If you go do laundry on Thursday, right after class at 3 o'clock, such and such, Bill, Billy, Bob, Joe, Joanna, Joanne, Devion, all them probably going to be doing laundry. That means that's not a good time for you to do your laundry, because why? Somebody's going to be coming behind you ready to do theirs too. And if you taking too long, they're going to take it out. And that's that. So if Friday at 2 a.m., I would be up, because I literally didn't have classes all the time. If that's your time to get laundry, keep it the same. Keep it the same, especially if you're just up. This that don't be leaving your laundry. Set you an alarm. Do that. Eating. You have to eat. You gotta eat to survive. Yeah, I ain't got much to say. If you find you a plate in that cafe and you like it, you're eventually gonna get tired of it. Do not stop trying new things. I stopped trying new things because most people don't like new things, and I'm very picky about what I eat. But you gotta make it do what it do, especially if you ain't got like no stove and you can whip up woo woo. But it get you an electric pot. But we ain't gonna talk about that. I didn't have one of them, but I ate. Budgeting, like I said, get your money right. It's all on you. Last point in this is getting sick in college. It definitely hits different. Make sure you are prepared. I don't care if that means packing a bottle of NyQuil, Tylenol, Motrin, Aleve, Sudafed. I don't care what it is. Make sure you are prepared because nobody is there to take care of you. And I'm not saying, oh, you can't call mom whoop-de-whoop. You can, but at the end of the day, you're still alone. I got sick so bad one time, like, I couldn't go to work. I was barely going to class. And I think I had only had like 1 or 2 classes at that time. But I was so sick. But I also had a great friend who helped take care of me, y'all. I don't know. I was barely walking. I'm talking about I had cold sweats. It was so bad. It was so bad. But we're going to keep going. Just be prepared for anything. Part 4. The academic reality. Let's start with 8 a.m. classes, y'all. 8 a.m. classes are not for everybody, and I'm not gonna say that for me. Y'all had like 2 or 3 8 a.m. classes my whole college time, and my first one was freshman year, COVID year, and it was an 8 a.m. class, but it was online, so I was like in the dorm, had to get up at 8. Miserable. Miserable. Do not choose those 8 a.m. classes unless you know for a fact you are an early riser. Like, eventually my 2nd or 3rd 8 a.m. class, I would go to the gym before it. And so I knew I was going to be up, so it wasn't too much on my plate. But 8 a.m. class is not for everybody. If you know you're not a morning riser, do not pick the 8 a.m. class because you are going to regret it. Midterms and finals. Blink it's midterms, blink it's finals. They come up so fast. Stay prepared. Stay on top of your assignments. Because if you don't stay on top of your assignments are gonna be on top of you. And I mean, yeah, you gotta stay on top of things because it's really serious. And when those midterms and final come, and you ain't got it together, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. Make sure them assignments done. Hold yourself accountable. The syllabus. Reading the syllabus is non-negotiable. Literally. Because we would go to class on the first day sometimes and somebody would say something and the professor would be like, oh, did you read your syllabus? It was in there. Excuse me. And even sometimes the professors would be like, they just won't respond. Especially if you like email them and it's in the syllabus, they probably won't respond to you. And I'm not saying you got to go through there and read. This is not terms and conditions. This is a syllabus for your class, and most of the time it has a layout of the schedule of what's due day. So like if you are a planner, the syllabus is going to be your best friend. Write that down day by day. It's due date time. If you got a presentation, write down, oh, presentation with my group is Thursday, but we're going to be practicing this, that, and third days. Like that syllabus is literally the outline of that class. It's the start of outlining your life for you. So read your syllabus. Read it. This goes for your email as well. If you're not used to checking your email, you better get used to it. I'm telling you, you have to get used to reading your syllabuses and checking your email. Because like if a professor cancels class one day, guess what's going to come to your email or your little class thing. Like if you use Canvas or whatever they use, it's going to come there. But it's going to come to your email too, so you better be aware. Because I'll be mad I got a 9 a.m. class and it's canceled. Office hours. Even if you're scared to be like the class pet, the class clown, if you're just scared to talk in general, office hours are really good. Like if your teacher is having office hours, go to them. Go to them. They help a lot. They actually really help a lot. When I started going to office hours, I was realizing more things. And also, you're getting your face out there. This professor is like, oh, such and such is really dedicated to this class. So if you miss an assignment or you're late and you can only have so many lates, they're going to be like, oh, this person actually does really want it. Like, they've been in my office hours. They've come to this, that. So go to them. And I'm not saying go to everyone. You don't have to. They're not mandatory. But I'm saying if you need some extra help, go get it. Go to those office hours. Schedule a time. Schedule a meeting. Do something. Please. Rate my professors. Rate your professor. Every time I made my schedule, especially when I learned about it, I rated every professor. Every last one. Because if they don't respond to you, I don't know. There's a lot of things that rate my professors, but also that's like a Wikipedia thing. You can't believe everything you see on there. But also, if that professor has a 2-star and there's another professor that's teaching the same thing and she got a 4.5, guess what you're going to do? You're going to choose her. Why? Because that professor has a 2 for some reason. Somebody's saying something. And like I said, I'm not saying that they're always the truth. But more than likely, they hit right on the spot. So rate your professors. Rate your professors. Choosing a major. I have a friend who went and she was undeclared. Like her whole freshman year, she was undeclared. And I think even to the start of her sophomore year, she was undeclared. You have to know what you want to do. You can't do what the next person doing. Just because everybody wants to be a nurse doesn't mean you don't want to be in anthropology. Like, your major is for you. That paper, when you graduate, is going to have your name and your major. So you can't do what the next person wants, because once again, this is your story and you have to write it. The next person can't write your story for you. So make sure your major, as long as it takes. Keep in mind, you can't take years to figure out what you want to major in. Like, I think starting junior year is when you actually start getting into those classes that's for your major. And you can only go undeclared for so long, but I don't know because I wasn't undeclared. I went in school knowing what I wanted to do, even though I changed it at the end. While I spoke on that, you can change your major. If you say, I want to be in public health when you first start, and you start going through and like, well, is this something I really want to do? Oh, I might want to be a doctor. Let's say you want to be a dentist, more specifically. You want to be a dentist. So you want to go to dental school and this, that, and third. If you're on track to do public health, you're not going to get all of those science classes that you need for dental school. So eventually you're going to have to figure out what you want to do. Eventually. I'm not saying it's a hurry. Once again, this is your time. This is your story. You're writing it. But you're paying that money for this school. It needs to be something you want to do, not what the next person wants. If your mom wants you to walk dogs for a living and you want to go be the next billionaire social worker, guess what? You got to do it for you, because she had her chance, or she's going to have her chance. She's not your story. She started your story. She's a part of your story. But now this is your turn to write your story. So do just that. Write your story. If that's what you want to do, do it. Do it. Okay. Next point is study life balance. If you don't find a time to live your life and do your schoolwork, you're going to burn out. You're going to burn out either way. If you choose one side or the other and not try to balance both, you're going to burn out. You are going to burn out. You have to find a balance. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because you don't want your whole life to be, you don't want to tell everybody, oh no, I just go home and do my work right after class, and then I go to work, and then I come home and go to bed. Girl, no, that is not your life. Don't make it your life. Balance. Part 5, social life. First point is homecoming, clubbing, and campus events. I'm not going to say what's worth it and what's not worth it, because every campus is different. Every school is different. Every campus does something different. Every campus is not the same. It's never going to be the same. Homecoming. Homecoming, most universities, like a UAB, we had a week full of activities. If the game was Saturday, we had activities from that previous Saturday to that next Saturday, and even that late that night Saturday. Attend something, do something, have fun. I'm not saying put it before your work, because you can't do that, because them events ain't gonna save your grades, baby. So get your work done and go to an event. You know they got an event at 3. You got a class at 12, but you got a paper due. Anyway, you should have been working on that paper. But if you haven't been, get it done before. Get it done before. Like, don't wait. None of that. Clubbing. Be careful. I mean, that's the way life goes. Everybody clubs. And be prepared to pay. Some people like 20, 40 at the door. At the door. Yes. When I was a freshman, baby, I wasn't going to parties. I didn't go to my first party, but also it was COVID year. I think I went to my first party sophomore year, maybe. Yeah, I think it was free. Most of the time, it might be free to like before 10:30. Me and my folks, especially when I started making like good friends, we were there at 9 o'clock, parked, waiting, baby. Oh, somebody run to the door. Oh, we second in line. Yeah. Yeah. D9 chit chat. Let's talk about D9. I ain't gonna speak too much on it because they ain't about to come at me. Because I come back hard. Anyways, D9. I'm sure what most of you know. Privacy. It's quiet. If you want to join the org, get on their websites. Learn about them. Meet people that's in the sorority or the fraternity. But don't close yourself off. If you know that's what you want to do it. Do it. But if they have an event, visit all the tables. The key to that is secrecy. Everybody should know that you want to be an AKA or a Delta or a Q-Dog or a Noob. Everybody don't need to know that. They find out on the probate day. So don't do that. Do your research. And then go from there. Go to things they have, events, go to all of them. If they're having a pop-up event, like I said, go to all the tables. Talk to everybody. Because when you start talking, some of them be rude, some of them be nice. And I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about. Okay? Because I've had my share. Okay? But go to all of them. Go talk to everybody. Speak to everybody. Make a friend with everybody. While we here, let me go on and get into a D9 at parties. If you go to a party and you see a big gap and you see a bunch of people coming, just get out the way. Because if you don't get out the way, they're going to move you out the way. Okay? They're going to move you out the way. And yes, it gets to a point where it's tiring. And every college party becomes the same. When you hear every song going to repeat, you're seeing the same people do the same thing every party. It gets to become too much. But that is what it is. I'm going to leave that at that. Also, wearing their colors. Let me go on ahead and get into that real quick. Like, wear whatever color you feel you want to wear. Okay? These folks do not own these colors. They may trademark the colors, but they do not own the colors. Be respectful about it. That's what I'm going to say. Be respectful about it. Don't be wearing stuff. Don't be wearing their paraphernalia and you're not in it. Don't do that. Now, that's when it becomes disrespectful. Don't be attending all these events with it on. But if that's what you want to wear it. Clubs. Clubs are not as easy to join as you think. Okay? There's a lot of clubs on campus, and most of the time you can just pop up, whoop-de-woo. It's easy, but at the same time, it's not easy. Nothing is really easy in college because really you're at a new level to your life. So, yeah, that's my touch on that. I don't even got much to say. Extracurriculars. I want to say extracurriculars are where you meet friends. Where you meet true friends, real friends, good friends. I ain't talking about friends at the club. I ain't talking about friends in class. I'm talking about the median in between. Extracurriculars. Get involved in something. I don't care if it's a walking group. I don't care if it's a math group. If it's outside of class and it's outside of partying, that's your equal median. Use it. Like, use it. Not saying that you can't find good friends in those, but you never know. Just because they're cool in class don't mean they cool outside of class. Just because y'all cool at this party don't mean they cool elsewhere. If you know me, you'll never find love in the club. And that's that. Okay. You will be bored sometimes. And that is normal. You're going to be bored. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be bored. There's going to be a time where you're like, dang, I done studied and I took my test. I need a little break. Or I'm bored. I'm tired of doing the same thing every day. You're going to be bored. That's that. Find something to do with your time. Find something to do with yourself. You will regret some things. That does not equal failure. Regret is not failure. You might regret, a certain class you take. You might regret, what's something you might regret? You might regret your major. Either way, you took it and you learned from it. You took it, you did it, you've been through it, you've learned. Now you know for sure that that's not your major. You know for sure you never want to take that class again, so maybe this is not your field. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a chem major and you didn't like chem 2 and you still got 3, 4 more to go, guess what that means? That might not be for you, sugar. Well, it might be for you. You just got to get through it. Get through it. Okay? You will do solo things. Kind of what I was touching on. You're going to eat by yourself. You're going to go to events by yourself. You're going to run errands by yourself. What I got to say about that? It's very powerful. It's very powerful. When you're by yourself, you're learning more about yourself. And also, like, when you're with people, you might see something, and then when you get by yourself, like, dang, like, I don't want to be around her no more. Or I don't want to do that because I don't want to be like that. So, you're going to do stuff solo. Solo dolo. You're going to live your life. Promise you, you're not going to die. You are not going to die, and I can't lie to you. So, it's okay to do some things solo. Do them. Do them, do them, do them. Because guess what? You're going to learn from it. You're going to do more. You're going to be like, oh, I might not want to be solo my whole life. Guess what? You just learned something new. Okay? It's very powerful. Growth is uncomfortable. But it's happening. It's going to happen. It's never going to stop happening. As long as you're in college, you're going to learn something new every day. You're going to see something new every day. Whether that's good, bad, or ugly. Good, bad, or ugly. Good, bad, or ugly. It's going to be. You're going to have to go through it. You're going to grow from it. You grow from everything, whether you succeed or you fail. Because really, you're not really failing. You're really just learning. You're learning what's for you. You're learning the equal balance on your life. You're learning an equal balance with your friends. You're learning different things. You're growing. Give yourself room to grow. Go easy on yourself. Me, I was never easy on myself because, quite frankly, enough is never enough for me. I always feel like there's more. I always feel like there's more. And I still feel like that every day. And I'm going to keep feeling like it. Because that's just me. That's really just me. I'm very OCD. I like things a certain way. You're growing. You're growing. You're growing. Last thing. You are not alone. Yeah. You're not alone. You're new to it. You're new to it. Sooner or later, you're going to be true to it. You're not alone. The next person is probably thinking the same exact thing you're thinking. Why did I choose this? Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to do that? As long as you do it for yourself and you know you went all in, you gave your all, and you're doing this for you and not the next person, you're going to be okay. Because guess what? You actually want it. Find something you love and stay focused on it. If you go to school, I tell everybody, I'm really closing out. Before I close out, I got a few more points I need to make. Room checks. Y'all, your RA can send you a message at the beginning of the week. Be like, oh, we're having room checks sometime this week. And they're going to check your room. And if you fail, everyone's going to know you failed. And then you have to make it up when she comes to do another room check. So just make sure y'all keeping y'all room neat, clean, woo-doo-woo. Okay? The Wi-Fi will not always work, y'all. Do not be trying to do your assignments last minute because it be just your luck. That's when the Wi-Fi is not working. Car towing. If you done got a ticket once in a certain spot, don't keep doing it. Just pay it or do whatever you gotta do, because they will tow your car. Holds on your account. They don't ever tell you what the hold is, but there will be one there. Call them and get on them people neck, get on their case, get on all of them, because they'll never tell you what it is. And if they is, it's probably something like, oh, we didn't mean to do this, whoop whoop. Okay. Group me chats for class. Group me chats. If your class makes a group me chat, get in that chat. I ain't saying talk and blow it up all night every day. But if something comes up or you feel like you're missing something, you got that group chat turned to. Because your friend might not be in that class. Time management. All I can really touch on about that is having a set routine. Get you a set routine. If you know you're going to wake up every morning to make coffee and then you're going to go to the gym or do an assignment, do that. Like, make that your routine. Build a new habit. I tell everybody, go to college for a week or two. Go to college. Stay in the dorm for a week or two. You still have that add drop period. I'm not sure when they enter most people. I think for UAB it was like the second week of classes or maybe the end of the first week. I'm not sure. Try it once. You never know until you try. Just because she had this terrible experience don't mean you will. Just because this university wasn't for you don't mean the next one's not. If you want to do it, go. You will never know until you try. Try. That's what I say, okay? yeah, it's all gonna be real. It's all normal. I'm sure everybody's thinking the same thing, but always remember, you're never behind. I promise you're not behind. This is your story, and you have to write it. So, and that's that. And if somebody has something to say about it, you ask them, girl. Next caller, okay? Because their story, y'all story should never be equal, and I mean, never. It's never gonna be. If you have any questions, you can leave them below. If you have any advice, leave them below. Because you never know who might view this video. Send it to your friend, your cousin, your uncle, your auntie, your nanny, your brother. I don't care. Leave something down below if you have something to say. If you have any questions, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Feel free to ask anything, to say anything. If you disagree, you disagree. Like I said, everybody's cup of tea is not everybody's cup of tea for a reason. If it's not your cup of tea, click off. You shouldn't even watch it this long. Be you, do you, learn and grow. Like, comment, and subscribe. If y'all have anything you would like to say, like I said, comment down below. If you want like me to do any other videos, you like me to touch on something, let me know down below. Yeah, until the next video. Thank you for watching.